I wish I had some fancy intro like everybody else, but I don't. I guess my little intro line is, "What's up, y'all?" Or "All right, y'all." That should be my intro line. But this whole VAC thing is like just a like they're trying to control people's lives with this thing so bad. It's not even funny. As some of you know, if you're here from my other channel, they I quit my job when this whole they tried to tell me I had to wear something that I didn't have to wear, and I knew by law. Tried to tell my friends, tried to tell my boss and the lady um, who was, I guess, the manager over me. I was trying to tell her to tell the owner of the company that they didn't have to do this and that people have a choice and I can get them out of it and there won't be any goons lurking around. You won't lose your business because they legally cannot do that. I know they try to trick everybody into believing that they can, just like they're trying to trick everybody still now into believing. And I'm going to lead up to a sad story because I could have helped a lot of kids just like I was helping a lot of kids at this gymnastics place. Um, and long story short, I quit my job because they said that crap. And I've been a tumble instructor teaching gymnastics, parkour, kids from anywhere from, I started off teaching like boys and girls gymnastics. I'm talking about like young kids. I'm talking about like 5 and up at one of the biggest or second biggest gyms in North Carolina up in Raleigh. And um, I was out of the tumbling game for a while, moved back down here and got into this gym that I was at and quit because they told me I had to do something in a text message of all things, and I told them I wasn't gonna do it. Long story short, um, so I do construction now. Like literally, we build houses from ground up. We do septic tanks. I work on cars. I do a lot of stuff, and I'm saving up a lot of money right now by living in my car, and all of my money I'm thinking about getting me like a little camper or whatever, and just saving money because I don't have anything really to do now because my talents are being wasted because I can't teach the children anymore because I refuse to take the VAC and I refuse to wear the MASK. So I met a lady, nonprofit lady. My whole life I've been like in a ministry, nonprofit ministry, and we travel the world doing shows, doing NBA halftime shows, doing like being the exhibition at cheerleading competitions, being the exhibition at just whatever we could. Like we did shows with, you remember T-Bone from the Fighting Temptation? We just did a lot of stuff. And so I have a lot of experience in what I do in my field, and I'm still like a tumbler. I still work out, tumble, do my um I do MMA. I do, practice with nunchucks, practice with staffs, and practice. I really don't have to practice too much because since everything's in my general area, I ride my bike to like the store or the Walmart. Something it's only like 2 or 3 miles. Well, Walmart's like 5 miles, but I rather do that because I feel like my car got me lazy. So I just parked my car. My new boss, which I love to death, even though he's really a hard ass. Like man, this guy doesn't do anything work. Like, yes, I just found out today I just found out yesterday after we got done working that it was his birthday. This guy just works. Like, we just got done working. Like, when I posted that first video, we had just got done working. And, he needed me to do something, so I went and did something for him, and he went to go push around some dirt somewhere else to level out somebody's. He's got like a whole bunch of like dozers and stuff like that. And we met in his line of work, like doing septic tanks, doing things. He just meets a lot of people, and he met this lady who does nonprofit, just like my old ministry group did, my old organization, like my old coach. And when you do nonprofit, you can you that was how we were able to like travel, go to Golden Corral all the time, get in hotels and stuff. And we met this lady, and I thought everything was going to be perfect with this whole um look, my boss he just rolled up. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He got look at this guy. Look at this guy. was gonna say clown because I'm used to calling that. Look at this guy. Look. Right back. He looks like, my boss looks like Fonzie from, you can't really see him right now, but you know Fonzie from the Happy Days? He looks exactly like Henry Winkler. I don't even think he knows that. But I grew up with his son, and that's why I got this job and stuff. Look at this guy. The day's over with, man. Go home. Look, you gotta lift up the trailer, probably go do something. I ain't gonna tell him what he gonna do. Anyway, I met this lady who basically does nonprofit, just like my old group does and everything. And I thought it was gonna be perfect. We cause she's trying to get like a community center and build and teach kids and stuff and have like, teach gymnastics or teach whatever kind of sport. She said she just needs like younger instructors and things like that. And I thought it was gonna be perfect. I was all aboard and I was like, fine. And I jumped in her car today because we had to go to some location. I thought it was a location where she was going to be doing her community center, but apparently it's not. She has like a whole bunch of different sites and a whole bunch of different locations. So I jumped in the car, right? I should have looked around before I jumped in the car because we ended up getting to our story. And what's even more coincidental is that she lives in the neighborhood that I grew up in and learned all my tumbling skills and everything like that from. So I jumped in the car, right? And like I said, I should have looked around because there were masks everywhere, but I didn't look around in my surroundings. And we just started talking about how I got to where I'm at and, what she does and everything like that. And I told her that I lost my last job, or I quit my last job because of this whole stupid MASK thing. So, and then she kind of, got, started getting like weird, like her energy changed. And she was like, so are you vaccinated? And I was like, oh, dang it, maybe I shouldn't have said that. She said, are you VAC? And I was like, no. And she said, well, that's going to be a problem because, you're working around kids and so and so and so. And I said, oh, it's not going to be a problem. And the reason why I said it's not going to be a problem is because I know I'm not getting it. So to her, she thought that it might have been a problem. But I was like, it's not going to be a problem. She said, oh, yeah, it's going to be a problem. But she didn't understand what I was saying. It's not going to be a problem because I'm not taking anything or putting anything in my body that anybody, somebody is trying to tell me. And then and we started talking about everything. And so I said, she said, because, well, that's gonna be a problem because you're gonna be working around kids and we don't want to get shut down and so and so. And this is what I mean by people are more ignorant than they are informed, and they want to protect everybody and do all this stuff, but they can't shut down your business or tell you what to do with your business or any of that stuff. And I was like, so again, like I said, I was like, no, it's not gonna be a problem. And she kept saying it was gonna be a problem. I don't think she understood what I was saying, as in it's not gonna be a problem because I'm not doing it. But apparently she didn't understand what I was saying by that. So we just kept talking. And I guess she's a Christian, or she believes in God and the word of God. So then we got into something like that. And she said, I believe in I said, well, I believe God. I said, well, not only is it, a choice that I feel like I shouldn't have to explain, because we were leaving my boss now, who, this is hard to explain. Me and him are fixing up a house for her. She does houses for domestic violence victims, and she fixes them up. And my boss is a independent contractor. He builds houses from the ground up, and he can fix just about anything. So just very weird, because he was there at the house, me and him were fixing it up, and we had to go get some stuff from her site. So we're on our way there, and this is when all of this stuff happened. This whole conversation. And I could be a better storyteller, but I'm so tired because of whatever, and I want to get back to posting some videos. A couple of these videos are replays, so I'm gonna post some Cooper videos, like the legacy of William Cooper, the Hour of Time, things like that, like actual videos. And then I'll get back to the broadcast and stuff. But so we left my contractor boss at the site, that our house that we're working on, which is coincidentally right next to her house. And she takes me, and we get there. We had this whole conversation. I told her, I said, well, I honestly believe that God protects me. But besides all of that, I believe we have a right and we have a choice. And then she was saying things like, well, you do, but you don't have a choice. It was the weirdest conversation because she was basically saying she believes in God, she believes God protects her from everything and things like that. But she believes that God made the VAC to protect us. And some of her examples were when you cut wood, do you wear glasses, protection glasses? And I don't, so even my boss is a contractor, he tells me to, but I don't. Like we move wood, and sometimes now I do because lately I've been getting a lot of splinters, but I don't usually. And she's saying, well, it's just like it was the same old song and dance. Oh, this is just like a vax, just like every other vax. Then you get these vax and so and so and so, and I was like, no, I didn't. She said, so well, you had to when you got to the hospital. I said, well, I might have out of that, but other than that, if there's anything past that, no, I did not get any of the other VACs. And so and she has hers. She's like, yeah, I got mine. And she basically was trying to use the word to say that God made the VAC. And once I started seeing friend requests or notifications, I don't have no friends, y'all know that. Once I started seeing that she was what type of person she was, because I can read people, not judgmental, but I can kind of read when people are um, um, getting to a point where I can't get through to them, where they think that they know more than they do. So I start. Then I can't even. I'm not really putting this in the right order because I'm kind of really tired. But I'm trying to put this in the best order as I can for you guys. Because I basically just lost another good opportunity because she's building a community center for boys and girls, and she needs instructors, and I was all for it. I was like, yes. I knew I was gonna be making the same money I was gonna be making again, and then I ran into this stupid VAC crap again. So, once, what did he do? He just came here and put that up and then left. But get out of the car because it's might as well. Life I live. Somebody's like, he don't. Somebody said I don't live off grid. Yeah, right. My boss is moving back in here, but like I told you, this guy's got a whole bunch. This is my new ride right here. I'm trying to finish the story, but I'm kind of disoriented and tired. I wash my clothes. There's my clothes right here. There's, if you go into those woods over here, right there, you can't see it, but I wash my, because it's past there. I wash my clothes by hand in a creek over there. Sometimes I have to wait for a rain for the water to rise and stuff. But you know what's cool? There's a horse farm over there. I'm literally, you probably can't see it. That little white thing is a white horse, and there's like a whole bunch of other horses that come out there. But let me put this on the picnic table, face up. I don't know how I look, but I'm just. I don't really like being in the camera, but I'm just laying down right next to this chillaxing. If one of these deer flies come and bite me, y'all, I'm going right back in the car. I try to get rid of their colony. Deer flies are like the spawn of Satan. Stop. Those are annoying buggers, bro. Trying to get you see what this guy's looking like. So, we got to talking about the whole everything, and I said, "But I thought kids were immune to this thing." When they were saying that in the beginning, she said, "No, this is how you know people's mind state are like." I talked on my original Cooper channel. I was trying to explain this. People's mind states are like when it comes to mainstream media and the sheeple and people who think they know so much and are so informed. Their mind states are like goldfish. Goldfish mind states are 3 seconds. And she said, no, they never said that. It was always, they never said that. And even my friends were saying, oh yeah, they're so immune. Kids are so immune and, you know, they can't catch it. That's why we're not putting them on. And so, but if you ask me, it was because your body, you're not supposed to breathe in those type of things. And your body, when you're breathing in your own carbon dioxide, let's not go there because they're going to definitely censor me. I just now figured out I have a warning strike on this channel. So if I get another one, I'll be gone for 2 weeks. But let's put it like this: the younger body cannot handle that, and they'll show more signs of passing out and things, especially if they're really, really young. And it's funny too, because my friends who have children, they're like, "Oh yeah," and they're like, "Oh yeah, they're immune. They can't get it," you know. And now, what are they saying now? They're trying to get, now they got J&J vax, and I mean, it's just a big joke that anybody can believe this thing. So we get to the ride, and she's saying all of these things, and basically, I could have had my dream job again, but I don't think it's gonna work out. And I even last night I texted her. I said if you because I wanted to pick her mind. I wanted to because I knew she knew how to do nonprofit and everything. Um, and I was gonna set a meeting up with her today, but I didn't get done working for her. You know, fixing her house up, me and my boss until like past 4, and our meeting was supposed to be at 4. But she still wants to have a meeting with me, and I told her, you know, you got my number or whatever, but it's gonna be hard for me to break the news to her that I'm not getting this thing. Okay, let's see what's happening. Let me take my behind back in the car. So, um, we get on that whole trip, and I'm talking about I was gonna this community, this boys and girls. I mean, this thing was gonna be like my shot to start training children again, which is my love, is training children. Even when I was an athlete myself, and like one of the, now I'm not trying to brag, okay, but I would used to be when I was like 18. I was at that time I was the best tumbler in the world, because not because you see a lot of people doing parkour and stuff like that, but like I was one of the originators who originated all of that, because I'm 33 now. So back then they were thinking, people were doing like back tucks, which is just like a regular backflip with no hands, you know, and you like a balled up ninja or whatever. People were doing that back in the day. They thought that was amazing, but we were doing standing fools, which is like a standing twist or a standing double fool. I was actually the first person in the world to land a standing double fool on the ground, and I was the first person to compete it in competition. And then we were the first people to start going and starting up all of this parkour stuff. That's why I really wish. It sucks because this is back when MySpace was around and stuff, and we don't have, you know, nobody has really, unless like you're like somebody who keeps up with all that stuff. I don't really have access to MySpace anymore. I don't remember my account. I don't remember anything. But if YouTube was around, you would see who originated all of the parkour stuff that people do now today. And all of the basically tumbling, all when you see all the newer kids now, I can't hang with them boys. But back in the day, back in my day, I was those boys. Let's put it like that. Me and my squad, there was a couple of us, but I was the best. I'm not trying to brag, but you can ask any of them. See, Luke at that point in time was the best tumbler. And I swear to you, because I don't feel like I look good, like I'm handsome. I don't feel like I'm like I look that good. I feel like my talent was the only thing that got me as many girls as I did, because I feel like I was an ugly mother, you know. But this is just me bonding with y'all. But this is just another thing that they're doing today to get you guys to know me more. This is just another thing that they're doing today that, I mean, this is just another thing that it the bull crap they're doing, just how it ruined. I just want you to see how it ruined somebody's whole life. I didn't even think this was an issue anymore. I thought everybody knew. So apparently this lady's another lady who just, you know, sits inside all day, sits in front of television all day, and believes what she says, doesn't have any type of research, doesn't have anything like that. And I don't feel like I'm ever going to be a tumbling coach again, or I'm ever going to be, you know, that. And it's all over this stupid lying nonsense about stuff that's not true. So we ride there, we get there. And like I said, my boss is a hard ass, but I love him because we get back and I told him, I said, well, because I think he was kind of worried about losing me and stuff, because she was talking to him and saying, you know, I sent her a video of what I do and stuff, one of my YouTube channels, and he basically knocked on the door, or knocked on the window this morning, woke me up and was like, this lady really is, he was like, you want to go work something? I was like, yeah, of course, you know. And she was like, he's like, you know, that lady really wants to, you to come, whatever. And she was like saying, I heard her saying, you know, I want people like him because he's young and so and so and so. And I think my boss realized that I was more of a valuable asset than he thought I was before, because he had like some guy, just like on my old coach, had the older guys who thought they knew what they were talking about on the team, and he believed them. And the same thing here at my work. He has one guy, but the guy's been here longer than me, so I understand this. My boss thought that, you know, but he's an older guy, and I'm sorry to say this, but he's like one of those addicts. He like is an addict on some kind of hard drugs, and my boss doesn't really know that because he's older. I mean, like I said, I think he's like 79 now. I mean 69 now. So, but he's still doing his thing now. You saw all the stuff. He owns all this. He does all this. He drives all these trucks. He's not a punk or nothing like that. But um, she was saying, yeah, I need somebody like him, and because I'm getting older, and I need a young person to do so and so and so, because I'm not gonna be here. And I think he finally realized that, which I love now, because now he's giving me more money, treating me better, and whatnot. He not really necessarily treating me better, but I can see now he values me as what I bring to his company, because he owns his own company, but it's just him. His son is not is like one of those sons that because he's divorced from his wife, and his son basically is not in want for money, because his wife also has a lot of money, so she pays for all the stuff, and he doesn't really have a hard worker like that. He got an addict, a son who doesn't really want to work, and another son who's in the army who's away, and then another son that's an addict too. He's friends with the addict, and he just got out of prison. He's always in and out of prison. I mean, this guy stole from his own dad, and they're not. We all went to school together or whatever, but he's not on good terms with his son, with that son, anyways, which is his youngest son. And basically, I had the opportunity, y'all. I just wanted to share this with y'all. I'll get back to post. I'm just really just running my mouth. I had the opportunity to get back into this whole thing again, and she basically was trying to tell me that I had to do this, and I was trying to let her know, no, I don't. This is freedom. And then it just confuses me that people can still try to use the word and use everything. I'm being repetitive now, so I'm about to be done. But it just amazes me that people can use the word and say, oh yeah, it's free. You're free to do this. You're not free to do that. But and then just willing to lose somebody, just like my other job in Southport, right on the road, willing to lose somebody wants to give so much back to the youth and the community and things like that over something as stupid as mask and vax. So thanks again, lying government, for telling people things that are not true about this stuff, and making sure people, I'm not out of work, so it ain't like I'm struggling for money. I work every day, work hard every day. But thanks for crushing people's dreams and not letting people be themselves over a bunch of lying bullcrap. Because I'm never going to bow down to that crap. I don't care what they say. Oh, yeah. I get back and I tell my boss, I say, well, you don't have to worry about losing me. And this lady, and I told him everything I just told you guys. And he said, did you tell her vaccinations? Or, dang. Did you tell her did you tell her VACs are for sick people? He's like a cigar smoker. It was so funny is because he's like a cigar smoker. Like, he don't care about that crap. He never cared about that crap. You should have saw us at McDonald's. Oh my God, it was just funny. He really did not care. And that was one thing I really loved about this dude. She still wants to meet or whatever, but he got back and told him all that. And so yeah, I just want to tell you guys that. I know this is repetitive, me saying the same thing over and over. I don't really got nothing to do with anything, but I just don't want to share that because like I said, I live here. I don't really talk to anybody but you guys. You're the only people that I really have to talk to. So there was something else I wanted to say and I was getting to, but I don't remember what it was. And I'm pretty sure the order I wanted to say this and I didn't say it more as perfect as I had it in my head, and I wish I could. It's not as accurate, but I mean, I'll tell you the gist of it. So I'm still out of my dream job because of this bullcrap that they're trying to hoist on the American people, and then not even that, because like there's nothing I want to make. Stop. I don't blame all of them for that. I blame the people who allow things to control them and allow people to lie to them and allow them to, because it's all on us, and which is the people that are allowing all of this crap to happen. It's on us. So I'm about to get back to posting.